Hello, everyone. Actually, the idea for my project started in 2023 when I did partnership with my friend who got fintech company. They are approved in Emirates and also in the UK, the FCA. And since then, I started, to get into service sector, and I can see this huge market in the fintech and remittance exactly. So I started doing, I asked them about actually their limits, how much they could serve my customers, and they were not transparent. They said we have partners, you could cover an amount of orders you got, just bring the business. I said okay. So relied on just social media, and from social media only like just WhatsApp groups and looking for because I can see this is a price driven market. If you could offer the best price in the market, everyone is going to turn to you. So within less like a month, we hit £2 million, and they couldn't serve my customers in addition to their customers. And they were like, "Oh, you need to hold because this is become too much." Because actually, in the last 10 days in that month, I hit into B2B cross border business payments. And that is huge because that itself is $22 trillion market. It's massive and the gap is huge. So there's like 80% gap in that market. So I thought about, okay, I could automate it. We automated everything to verify if the fund actually approach your account and also for payouts. But the problem was actually we need to move the money physically. Otherwise, we'd be relying on the liquidity from these partners and they have limitations. However, like how much, like how many number, like if you rely on 10 partners, 12 partners, they still have limitations to serve your customers in addition to theirs. So my idea was just to think of a way to move that money physically. So I started doing stable coins at the time, but the problem was you can't automate that process. So you have to do that part manually. So verifications and doing everything, that was huge hassle. I said, okay, also the regulation was still behind. In the UK, they still didn't regulate the cryptocurrency to own crypto assets. So that has been introduced recently. We're part of the team to help the government understand that and also regulate it as part of the FCA. So that was huge progress. Now you can actually get license for owning a crypto asset in the UK. So that was good. And also during that time, I was also teaching myself about the regulations behind it because there's huge regulations here in the US. Was a lot. I did like 6 months course just in that part of the fintech policy, and also in the UK and South Africa and in Emirates because that's a big market for me. So I thought about the invoicing side of cross-border payment. Okay, so yes, the problem is if yes, $22 trillion Harry and Wade business, so global B2B payment, multi-trillion-dollar market. So the problem is the normal way business is doing payments is painfully slow, 3 to 5 working days for a simple wire transfer, and also it's expensive and it's manual. So it requires a lot of manual work, verifications, and checks. So, and also if you compare that with and also, there's a problem is having this amount of money trapped in a system like that. So SWIFT is huge money trapped into that system. The European Union tried to replace SWIFT by introducing SEPA system, which also have over 120 billion stuck in that system. So still, they got that solution to have next day delivery, and that also didn't work because it's still. I remember someone was trying to send money to me from Italy, and it approached me like after 3 months. It was a huge delay, and you can't control that. You don't know what's going on in that market. So my strategy actually for payment for real world assets and also solve real world problem because we're not building what we actually it's solving a massive problem for all the business I work with and also for myself. I met actually an angel investor last month. He's a multi-billion pound businessman, and he told me if you could just solve that bit of moving the money physically from one country to another country. And I was just searching around till I found this hackathon. So, and then I found Circle because this is actually the exact solution we need. The specializing in stablecoins is a massive market. We have seen how many crashes happened in cryptocurrency, and only those who survived, the ones who kept the assets in stablecoins. And this is a key to break into that. But also, it was hard to explain these crypto terminologies to businessmen and to businesses. They don't understand it. So I worked in a way, tried to make the user interface quite really easy for anyone to understand. Because if you try to explain these terminologies to them, they don't understand it. If they don't understand it, they're not going to invest in it. So I spent most of my social media posts explaining these complex terminologies in a very simple way, and also trying to build the solutions and directing the developers to go toward that side. And that helped me a lot. So I can see my boss actually last month reached 12 million reach. It's because people try to understand this complex topic, and then someone could come to you, oh, we could use that in this side, and we could use it in that, and can you help us with this? Can we partner in doing this? So it's huge when you try to oversimplify things for yourself. Yes, so yes, for us, yes, we are replacing the 3 to 5 working days to 3 seconds, and that's really huge for us. We try to focus just now between the UK and Japan, which is about $150 billion market. I approach many businesses; they're all ready, because if you just save them like pence in one transaction in every pound, it's huge for them. So they try to find an alternative. They're always looking. But also, if you approach them with something really complex, and some people try to develop something really complex and they understand it, and it will be an investment for them to train them to use your product. So this is what I focused on the demo. I could try to show you here. Just a second. You can see here in the demo, so it's something quite simple. You can see some of the invoices here, like this invoice have been paid. This is like the tracker to see all the invoices which have been paid, was pending. So the AI agent, for example, could create a payment. You can see the system block will show you, will take some time to create an invoice, for example, just to show how that could happen. When the invoice is being created, yes, now the invoice is being created, we can start monitoring. So the AI agent will start monitor the condition, because the smart contract will work as conditional vault. So the money will be moving from the backend wallet to the secure vault on Arc network, and then we'll start monitoring the conditions. So also the smart contract will also interact with the USDC to check if the condition has been met, then the money will be moved to the address that's written on the invoice. So, okay, we could just simulate the conditions be met. For example, if we want to do tracking for logistics example, if we have a condition of this shipment approach the board, or freedom board, for example. So we could just say trigger payment that will meet that condition, and then we could start checking, seeing that condition to be, yeah. So that would command the AI agent to execute that functions, to execute the payment. So that has been executed. Then if I refresh, you see here, that's the payment. And we could view the transactions and see that all the details of the confirmations that payment has been made. So yeah, this is exactly a huge thing I was looking for, and thank you to Circus for that huge effort. and yeah, thank you so much.